Well, good morning to you all. Monday morning again. Well, ain't so good as it really. We've lost Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. Very somber times, aren't they? But got a new king now, King Charles III. So if he do half the job that his mother done, he'll do all right. But anyhow, um, over the weekend we had a fantastic time down Masonic Lodge raising money for Hale Macmillan. Fantastic group there. Did a talk for them. And then, of course, Sunday morning I went down and did went down and got there 8:30 for 8:46 because Susan in America, Susan Rascola, wanted me to read a poem by the late Roy Ray from down St Ives, fantastic, called Emptiness, and so I did a few words and then I said that as well. But she wanted it done at the time it would have been in America. I know it's like this afternoon; they're 5 hours behind us, but there we are. So I've done it for her, and I hope that she's okay when she receives it. So, but there's a lot of fine dangle stuff to do with all these computers and all. But there we are. We got to let's keep smiling. And I mean, we've got a week now, but it's just sad. I feel sad. I mean, I did actually work for Her Majesty the Queen and all of them on the Queen's Light for 4 years. So I have met them all, but I know it happens to all of us, and we've got to mourn. And but we've got to keep going as well. Keep strong. And anyhow, Sean Locke, because his birthday was yesterday, was Sunday, over there, Morgan, great friend of mine as well. So I just hope that you have a good day on Sunday there. You had a good day on Sunday, I should have said. And then you got today is a chap called Michael Nash. And he got one of my allotment up there where Roger and me got an allotment. And then tomorrow we got Paul Thomas. He's over there, Undercliff. It's his birthday, Mara. So we all have a happy birthday and whatever and whatever. And let's try and we'll get through all this. Let's keep smiling, and it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I mean, well, most of us have never lived through any other than the Queen's reign. Now, there's a lot of people will never live nothing through but the King's reign. It'll be King Charles and King William and King George. So we've seen a lot of changes, but there we are. I'm going to do Richard Henry one of your day. Richard Henry was sitting down doing his homework. What is the state of matrimony? He asked. Oh, it's a school for the blind, replied Feather. I know, said Richard Henry. Mrs. James had a collection box on her counter marked for the blind. Yes, says Feather. Done very well, she did. Wasn't there long afore she had a new blind for her shop window. Now, says Mother, put away your books and let's have tea. I got a nice bit of lettuce. Greens is good for us. How do they call it cabbage lettuce when tin cabbage call? Oh, eat your tea and don't ask silly questions, remarked Feather. If you ask any more, I shan't answer till after tea. In a few moments, Richard Henry said, Feather, but there was no reply. After that, after they'd all finished, Feather rested his arm upon the table and gave the boy permission to speak. Oh, 'tis too late now, was the reply. You had a slug on your fork. Oh, this cold, says Mother. 'Tis some awful. I told the coalman that the last lot I had was so bad I had to burn 'em to get rid of 'em. Oh, we're living in an age of grumbling, remarked Uncle Matty, and everything costing more. It'd take more money for to die and get buried than to keep living. I heard Farmer Giles say he was going to cross his cows with a giraffe so he could milk them standing up. Fella said 'tidn't always what people to say, but what they'd mean to say. What do you mean by that? Asked Uncle Matty. Well, the parson put up a notice in the churchyard saying it would help to keep the place tidy if everybody clipped the grass on their own graves. Oh, there's an old blue bottle going down, Class Mitten. I shall never forget when he was given a lecture on strong drink and said if he had his way he would throw all the whisky in the world down to the bottom of the river. And the preacher got up and announced, Hymn number 400, Shall We Gather at the River? Well, old tell tales we'd have called, said Feather, 'cause everything that is said down on the summer seat, if is there, is always told to the policeman. One day we said we would set a trap for him. Luck was in our way. Telltale said he was going up to take out a license for his dog. I said no need do that. They went no, 'cause I've had two dogs over 5 years and never paid anything yet. Sure enough, that night the policeman called here. Wanted to know if it was true I had two dogs and could I see the license. Yes, I said I got two dogs, but I haven't got no license. Then I asked him if he would like to see the dogs, and he said yes. So I took him in the front room and showed him the two ornaments on the mantelpiece. What do they mean when they say they got a skeleton in the cupboard? Said Richard Henry. Oh, 'tis someone you do not others make out. They don't know, but everybody do. Like the man next door, he was caught stealing fowls, and he was sent up for a month. His wife tries to cover it up, but he don't care. In fact, he told the stranger he'd been up in prison. He was told he ought to be ashamed to own it. He replied, "I don't own it. I was only there for a month." He said he had to laugh the first Sunday the preacher said he was glad to see so many of us there. Keep quiet, warm mother, and don't answer the door. I don't want any more visitors now. I'm going to bed. Good night, all, and thanks very much.